Good morning. When I first started my morning routine, I was doing it from such a hyper-productive place. Recently, I got a hair transplant, so I have not been able to work out. So it meant me having to have a new morning routine. And it also got me thinking, what if I did not work a 9 to 5? How would my morning be? How would I want to start my morning? And I realized I would still love to wake up early, but I do not want to wake up early to work out. The only reason why I wake up and I work out early in the morning is because of the 9 to 5 structure. Take away the 9 to 5 structure, and my morning just becomes more flexible, more me. So I decided to find ways to make it more me even while working a 9 to 5. I have different things that I give myself to be able to do in the morning. So I can watch a movie. I typically like to do short sitcoms since they're about 30 minutes, and then without any ads, it's like 20 something minutes. So I give myself that, and I'm able to do some Sudoku. I can read a book, drink some tea. I have my agenda. I just plan my day. I already planned my day basically last night, but I'll just review the things that I have to do and just say, oh, this is what, I put down last night as important. Let me put that into memory. So that is what I'm going to do now. But like I always said, if you want to wake up early, give yourself something enjoyable to do. I have said that, and it's time that I actually start following my own advice. So I've journaled. I did my financial affirmations. I reviewed my vocabulary words, just words that I want to keep at the forefront of my mind, something new that I want to learn, or not learn, but I want to use in my daily vocabulary. I've always loved waking up early. I don't mind keeping crepuscular hours, but working a 9 to 5 makes it quite hard because you have to wake up extremely early in order to be able to enjoy a full morning routine. But today I'm working from home, so that's why I'm a little bit more flexible because I get that extra hour that I typically would spend with commuting. I get to spend that doing my actual routine, which I find enjoyable. So now that I'm done with this, I will be watching an episode of Sex and the City. Let's do that. I've already been drinking my tea. This is a blend of lemongrass, hibiscus, and then I put some equal sweetener in here. This has been my favorite blend. I went out to tea in DC with a friend, and this is the blend that they had that I tried, and I immediately loved it. So I had to go get lemongrass separately and hibiscus, and then I just made my own blend, and I adore it. I don't really drink any other tea. That's all I drink. So I probably have one more cup to go, and then that will sustain me for at least the rest of the morning. I'm not really I don't really tend to drink more than one of this in the morning. But after I'm done with Sex in the City. If I have some time, maybe I'll do some Sudoku. Sometimes I like doing Sudoku first thing in the morning just to activate my brain. And then whenever I don't feel like watching a show, a book. Right now, I am rereading the Nancy Drew series, so I am on number 2. But that is how I make my morning enjoyable, right? You don't have to follow my blueprint, but I will say if you're somebody who you want to wake up early, you want to get to that place of, what, let me wake up at 6 a.m., let me wake up at 7 a.m. And early is relative to what you used to be waking up to. For me, late is 7/8. The sun is already up. That is not very early to me. For me, early is between 4:30 and 6 a.m. So if you want to wake up early for you, I don't think, I think a lot of times where people go wrong is waking up to do something that they do not enjoy, right? There is such this push for productivity, and a lot of times people want to wake up to work out. A lot of times people want to wake up to just work or do, but if you're not enjoying that, it's not going to be sustainable. At least that's what I have found in my personal life. So for me, I said, when I initially started the process of waking up early and enjoying it, I was waking up early to just sit on the couch and scroll. That is all I did. I would scroll. Sometimes I'd watch a show, but sometimes I'd stay in the bed and just, read a book. But I was not waking up to work out. It was after I got up, I started getting used to waking up early. Then I started replacing it with working out. But I've gotten to the place where I realize I do not want working out to be the first thing that I do in the morning. I am planning on moving to a structure where I am not in the traditional 9 to 5. So I still want to be being mindful of setting up my life, setting up my mornings in a way where it allows me that flexibility of enjoying my morning before I step into the mindset of being productive and doing something for my health. And sometimes even I would rather, because this blanket is heated, I would rather sometimes just even do stretches and yoga on the heated blanket, right, in lieu of going to a workout, especially when I'm very sore. So, but I'm going to turn on Sex in the City and enjoy 30 minutes of mindless respite.
On his back, on his side, on his face. I'm afraid if I don't, then you'll dump me, and if I do, then I'll be the up the butt girlin'.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. I didn't. So
I walked.
I walked.
So I'm done with Sex in the City now. I've already changed the background and everything. I have time to either do a Sudoku or read a chapter from Nancy Drew. I'm gonna go with reading a chapter instead of Sudoku because I'm on level hard now and that can take me a while to do. So I'm just gonna use the time that I have to do to read a book. And I love having these ambiance videos in the background. I don't know, it just sets the mood. So I've got the book. It's just very cozy. So I am done reading now and I'm just going to get myself ready for the day. Thank you for spending the morning with me. And remember, if you are in the process of learning how to wake up early, you want to wake up early, give yourself something enjoyable to wake up to, whether that's watching a show, reading a book, doing some kind of craft. My favorite things are, like I said, I love watching some kind of sitcom, something light. I've even done other things like watching Pollyanna. I just like really happy things, anything that makes me happy and reminds me of halcyon parts of my childhood. I really enjoy that. I love doing Sudoku. I enjoy reading a book. I sometimes will have like a crochet project that I will focus on doing, and those are typically what I do. I'll do some stretches early in the morning, drink some tea, just enjoying my home. I love enjoying my home early in the morning more than I do in the evening. But those are just the enjoyable things that I give myself to look up to when I'm like, ugh, when I go to sleep at night, I just know I have an episode of Sex in the City to wake up to. Yay. So that's what I would advise you to do if you're learning to wake up early. Don't start waking up early to do all the productive things. It would just make you hate the mornings, when the mornings can be such a great time. Mornings are so great, especially when you wake up early enough where the whole world is asleep. Everything is just dark. It's just that the light is poking through. You get to watch the sunrise. Give yourself time to enjoy that moment, to actually fall in love with the morning, instead of hustle bustle culture. I think the 9 to 5 structure, everything, it just takes away from the beauty of the morning, the beauty of the evening, just the beauty of the day, I think. But I am determined, 9 to 5 or no, I will still find ways to make living this life enjoyable. Until next time, bye.